Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm so excited for today's reading because this is your November 2020 reading. I love November. It's just getting more into that fall energy. My favorite season and my birthday is in November. If you guys care, I am a Scorpio, so this is the time of the year that I just love because I love the season. I love that Halloween, probably at this point it's gonna be past, after November is coming, of course, but I do love just the fall as a whole. These are my favorite months and times of years, okay? So guys, let's go ahead and focus in on the energy of November, thinking about what things you want to come in the month of November in your life, what changes you want to make, what things you want to see happening, okay? I do also post videos every single week, so if you do enjoy this video or any of my other videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And hit your bell notification as well because I do post videos pretty regularly, so you want to be notified every time I post. Also, if you guys have any specific type of videos you would like to see from me, I definitely want to do those videos, guys. So please comment down below because I want to, make the content that you actually want to see. But I do think about what people like to see when I think of the topics for these videos, of course. But if there's something specific you want to see, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and pile number 3. If you do need some more time to pick your pile, go ahead and pause the video right here. But if you guys are ready to go, check the description box down below for your timestamps. And we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1, pile number 1. Hello, group number 1, pile number 1. This is going to be your reading, and this is your stone, okay? That is the stone that was on your pile. And again, we're focusing in on the month of November. November 2020, the year is coming to an end, guys. This year was so fast to me. I don't know how you guys feel. So again, focus on the energy for November. What you want to see coming, what's going to happen for group number 1, pile number 1 in the month of November. It's going to be happening for group number 1, pile number 1 in the month of November. Okay, it's a lot of cards, so let's see what we can do. It's going to be happening for group number 1, pile number 1 in the month of November. All right, let's go ahead and start with these cards here and see what we have coming for you guys in the month of November. Okay, so we have the Tower card, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Cups, okay? So the Tower energy coming in, it's about some things falling apart, some things happening in your life that are heavy, but the beautiful thing with this Tower card, it's not all negative. It's about the aftermath of things falling apart and there being a new beginning. So this could be about some stressful things happening in the month of November for you. Some heavy energy, some possible ending of some relationships, some jobs ending, some stressful things happening in your life. Some heavy burdens with this Tower card for sure. But again, it's about those things happening so you can rebuild. So even if things are coming down and falling around you, after that happens, there's going to be some hope for you of some new beginnings here, okay? This is about, some shifts happening, some shaky situations in your life that are going to be heavy for you. Okay, but again, this is about new opportunities coming after all these heavy energies and burdens have fallen around you. Then there's going to be a fresh new beginning. And also with the heaviness of whatever you're experiencing, it's about building strength. So whatever you're going to be going through, it's going to make you stronger, but the new opportunities coming in are going to be positive. So this is a heavy energy card, but the ending of it is about a new fresh start and fresh beginning for you that is going to shift out of this heavy negative things that you have experienced. You're going to overcome them, okay? So then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is about someone being deceptive, okay? Some deceptive actions, okay? So this is about something happening, like someone being deceptive in your life and you having to, getting out of the situation with this person or the situation, like you having to move away from this. And I think that's what this Tower energy is speaking of when the Seven of Swords in reverse is coming, because it's all about, there's some deception coming from someone, but you're going to figure this deception out and you're going to be able to rebuild yourself back up. So even though something deceptive is going to happen, you're going to be stronger because you're going to learn about what has happened and move on from it, okay? Because someone's trying to take advantage of you. I feel like for some of you, someone's trying to be deceptive, trying to be sneaky around you, but you're going to figure it out and you're going to remove yourself from that situation or that person, okay? Because it can even be a situation. It doesn't have to necessarily be somebody being deceptive. You may find yourself in a job that's not what you expected, or maybe could not don't have to necessarily be about someone being deceptive towards you, but for some of you that will resonate with a deceptive person around you. But the beautiful thing here is you're going to figure this out and you're going to move away from that. So even with this person being deceptive, it's going to hurt you or may make things feel like they're falling apart, but you're going to build yourself back up once you remove yourself from that person and their energy. Okay? Because we have the Queen of Cups energy here, and you're a very sensitive, highly emotional person, and this will definitely, make you feel some type of way that there's deception happening, or someone or something that is not panning out the way you thought it would, or someone hurting you. You're a very caring, nurturing person, and you deserve the best. So because you have this loving heart, this person is going to be out of your life. The situation of negativity or things falling apart is going to be removed from your life as well. And again, you're going to be able to rebuild. And because you're a sensitive being, this is just going to make you stronger once you come out of this situation. So again, it could be a person being deceptive, or an opportunity or situation you thought was going to be good. It's just not going to be that. And you're going to come out of this stronger than ever once you start to rebuild yourself back up. Okay? Let's go ahead and move forward and see what else is coming for you guys on group number 1. Pile number 1 for the month of November. So what's going to be happening for group number 1, pile number 1 in the month of November. It's going to be happening for group number 1. So again, it's about things falling apart, but then you building yourself back up. So it's a very beautiful thing here because you're just going to build some strength. That's what it's about, a strength building month for you. Okay? Manifesting dreams, planting seeds, and savoring pleasure. Okay, so with the manifesting dream, it says, my dreams are coming true. So again, I feel like once you come out of this deceptive situation, maybe a job that's going to falter, you're going to come out of this with focusing now on some positive things. You manifesting a better life for yourself, and things just going to get better from here on out once this tower energy is released. And once you move on from that, things are going to start to get better because you're going to start to be happier if you release these people that aren't good for you, or releasing that job that is not good for you, or this opportunity that you thought was going to be a good one. Then you're going to start to be able to focus on the good positive things in your life once you release that. Okay, then we have planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile souls of my soul. So yeah, you're planting the seeds for a brighter beginning, a brighter life, a brighter situation. Because again, I feel like this energy, even though it's heavy, you're going to come out stronger than ever because you're planting seeds. Through these difficult times, the plants are going to be watered and they're going to blossom. You're going to blossom out of this difficult situation. Again, you're going to come out stronger than ever. Savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life. So this is about joining the pleasures in life. So when you're going through these difficult situations, when you're going through things falling apart, it's about you trying to enjoy yourself and do things that you do enjoy, not getting sucked into this negative space because it could lead to a depressive space. So you want to make sure you're enjoying yourself and doing things you enjoy. When you feel this heavy energy coming in, try to do things that make you feel good. On this picture, we see a bubble bath, we see a glass of wine, we see a candle. We see music notes, we see baked goods, right? So do things that you enjoy to lift you out of this heavy energy, because again, we have the Queen of Cups, who's a very sensitive individual. You are a sensitive being, so you want to tap into things that make you feel good while you're going through troubled and trying times, okay? You don't want to sit in that energy because it's so easy to get sucked into a depressive state. Being a sensitive being that you are, you can get sucked into a dark space. So your guides want you to do things that you enjoy, even though you're going through a lot. And that can be hard because when we're going through heavy things, when we're going through a lot of things, we just want to possibly lay in the bed and put the cover over our head. But no, you want to savor in pleasures and do things you enjoy to help lift you out of this dark space and energy. Okay, let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper and see what's going to be happening for you guys in group number 1, pile number 1 for the month of November. It's coming for group number 1. Pile number 1 in the month of November. Okay. I think this is 2 cards. It is. I was like, it's kind of thick, so I couldn't tell. So first we have Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. Okay. So you're on a journey, you're on a voyage, because I do see a journey here in the month of November, because you're going to go from literally a low point and then come back to a high. Like you're going to be going through some extreme highs and lows here because of the fact that you have the tower, but then you coming out of that tower moment all within 1 month, guys. I see that coming your way. So love is going to flow right back through you once you come out of this heavy burden of whatever is going on in your life in the month of November. You're going through an extreme, amount of things happening in a short period of time of 30 days, but I do see it for you all. Stepping into power, you are strong beyond measure. This is so beautiful, guys, because we just talked about this Queen of Cups energy, talking about how you're a sensitive, nurturing, caring being. And even though you're a sensitive person, doesn't make you less of a strong person, because you're going to overcome this tower moment. So your guides are saying that you're going to step out of this troubled situation, troubled moment that you're going to experience. You're going to come out stronger than ever. You're going to build strength. This is going to build your character. Once you overcome obstacles, you become stronger. So when something else comes in your way, you're able to overcome it like it's nothing, because you built the strength. So if you question your strength, if you question your ability to overcome this tower moment, stop questioning that, because your guides have your back. You're stronger than you know. So even with something like this could be, a damper and make you feel like this isn't a good reading, it's a positive reading, because even with you having a situation falling apart within the whole month, doesn't mean this is all what's going to happen, because we have the energy saying you're trying to come out of it, right? You're going to come out of this heaviness and you're going to be stronger than ever, okay? So just trust yourself to be strong enough to overcome whatever obstacles that will come your way in the month of November, okay? So I hope this message has resonated for you, group number 1, pile number 1. Whatever did, hold it close to your heart. Whatever didn't, let it go with love. I thank you all so much. And until next time, peace and love. Hello, group number 2, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading, and this is your stone. So again, we're focusing in on the month of November 2020. Okay, this year is coming to an end, but we are still in it, so there's still a lot that can happen. Oh Lord, there's still a lot that can happen in this period of time. So just be open to the fact that there's some major changes that can happen still with this year coming to an end. Okay, so group number 2, pile number 2 is going to be happening for you guys in the month of November. Group number 2, pile number 2 is going to be happening for you guys in the month of November. All right. Group number 2, pile number 2. I'm so sorry. Cards are flying. So I feel like this message is going to be a good one because the cards keep flying. All right. Like the second time within this shuffle. So yes, maybe a real big one for you guys, a real big message here. Okay, so first we have the Knight of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so some energy here that we can see. So yeah, those cards are really flying here, and I see why. I see why the cards are flying, because we have this Knight of Wands energy. You're very passionate and confident and full of life. You have this energy within you that is just so powerful, and you're very passionate about some things in your life, and you're taking them head on. You're charging forward. So this could be you charging forward toward a career, an endeavor, a passion, a goal, a relationship, but you're very passionate about something in your life and you're confident about it. There's so much confidence within you when it comes to whatever this is resonating for you with, okay? You're so confident. You're not insecure in any way. You charge forward so confident, and it's something so beautiful because others look at you and see the confidence within yourself and want to be the same way that you are, okay? You have this very vibrant energy when it comes to your passions, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, or even a relationship that you're in, okay? But you're very passionate and confident at this time. So when November comes, the confidence will be flowing in within you, and you'll start to see things moving together for you in such a positive way because of this confidence that you have within yourself in whatever it is you're working toward, or whatever, that you are thinking about within this card meaning. Okay, this could be, again, a career, a job, a business, a relationship, a friendship, a hobby, but your confidence is so imminent. Therefore, the confidence is going to translate to success for you as well because of how confident you are, okay? Then we have our 7 of Wands energy coming here, okay? So this is about conflict and struggle here. But this is about you attacking it head on. So you may experience some struggle as it pertains to your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, or even a relationship. This is about you being able to overtake these obstacles you experience, which is so beautiful here, guys, because the confidence is what's going to allow you to strike down whatever obstacles are coming in your way. You're not going to cower down. You're not going to back down, which is beautiful. You're going to be able to overcome these conflicts and struggles. You're not afraid. This is someone that's not afraid of whatever obstacles are trying to come in their way. So this is you tackling whatever issues you may experience along your journey with whatever endeavor you're working toward in the month of November, okay? So as you come in the month with this confident energy, you'll start to experience some conflict and some issues, but you're going to tackle them like it's nothing. This is so beautiful, guys, because you're not going to be afraid by any means, which is so great because Obstacles can definitely make people feel fear and back down, but not you. You're not going to back down for nothing. Whatever obstacles come in your way, you're going to be able to overcome them. Whether it's relationship obstacles, career obstacles, you've got it. Goals, obstacles, you're going to be able to push through this. Okay. Then we have a Three of Cups. So this is about a celebration. So I do feel like there's gonna be a success coming through here by the end of the month. It's gonna be a lot of different stages. You're gonna come in the month confident, you're gonna deal with some obstacles, you're gonna overcome them, and you're gonna be able to celebrate and achieve some things. It could be small or large, but you're gonna achieve some success in the month of November as it pertains to your dreams, goals, aspirations, career, if you're trying to, try a new hobby, a new skill, lose some weight, whatever it is. However this is resonating to you, you'll know, but you're gonna have a successful journey by the end of this month because you're gonna have some success come through. This is about abundance coming through. So you may have some, money coming in as you, attack this endeavor. And then for some of you, this is about birth or an announcement of a birth. So if you're trying to have a child, if that's what you've been trying to do by the month of November, I see you being able to have an announcement of it, being able to conceive, like however that's resonating. But there could be a birth for some of you, a birth announcement, which is beautiful because for some of you, I do feel like you may have had some issues with fertility, and that's going to come to an end in November with some exciting news there. So how beautiful is that? I love that. All right, let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper in the month of November. For you guys in group number 2, pile number 2 is going to be coming for group number 2, pile number 2 in the month of November. Group number 2, pile number 2, what's going to be happening for them in the month of November. Group number 2, pile number 2 in the month of November. Okay, cards everywhere, cards everywhere. What's going to be happening for group number 2, pile number 2. Okay. There we go. The cards have really been flying in you guys' reading, so the messages I feel like are going to be very clear for you. Accept what is, follow your bliss, and breaking barriers, okay? So first we have accept what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So again, accepting that, the obstacles will come, but the fact that you can overcome them. And I feel like with this confidence energy, this is what this card is saying for you. It's saying that you're accepting that obstacles are coming because you're willing to fight to, push them out of your way, which is so beautiful. So again, you're accepting that, hey, I may be struggling, I may be dealing with challenges, but it's not going to deter your confidence. You're going to fight them head on. And then we have follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. And I do feel like that's why, you're willing to, overtake any obstacles and struggles you may experience because this is your bliss. So whatever you're working toward, this is what makes you happy. You're confident with it. You're so confident with whatever this is, whatever this goal is, this dream is, this endeavor is, you're following your bliss. So whatever you experience, ups or downs, you're willing to take them head on because you love it. It makes you happy. It makes your heart sing. Okay. So you're never going to give up here. That's why you're going to be continuing forth, whatever struggles you experience, you're going to keep pushing yourself forward, breaking barriers. This is beautiful. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And this is about you breaking down those barriers. Again, you're going to fight for what you want. You're breaking down barriers because, again, you know what the result is. Success, completion, celebration, abundance, right? You're confident. You know this is going to happen. Like, I feel like you guys know success is going to happen because you're following your bliss and you have the capacity to break down any barriers that come into your way. You're not afraid. You guys are not going to be afraid in the month of November. I see confidence so, strong within yourselves. Even if you haven't been that confident in the past, you're going to be confident now. Okay. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper and see what's happening in the month of November for group number 2, pile number 2. Okay. So last but not least, we have passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Yes. So keep focusing on what makes you happy. Your passion, it brings you pleasure. It brings you what? Bliss. You're following your bliss. This card is just validating that this is your passion. It brings you lots of pleasure, whatever you're working toward. And this is why you're willing to fight for it. You're savoring your life. You're trying to live your life to the fullest, and you're working hard to get the results you want. And again, I see you getting those results in the month of November. However, this is a month about your passions and your pleasures and working toward them and gaining that success that you want. Group number two, pile number two, your month is looking beautiful. It's about you being confident, working hard, getting success, enjoying the success you're going to be having, savoring in it, having joy, bliss. Like, this is about you breaking major barriers to get to the life that you've always wanted for yourself, okay? So I hope this message has resonated for you, group number two, pile number two. Whatever did, hold it close to your heart. Whatever didn't, let it go with love. I thank you all so much. And until next time, peace and love. Hello, group number three, pile number three. This is going to be your reading for the month of November, and this is your stone. Okay, so I love monthly readings because a new start of a month, new goals, new desires, new dreams, new thoughts. That's all what's going to be coming for each month, but we're focusing in on November. Okay, so focus in on what you want to see for yourself for November, what's going on in your life. So group number three, pile number three. Okay, guys, hold on. I keep dropping cards in this reading so much, and it's crazy because I don't know how to drop cards, but we'll see. What's going on here? Okay, let's see what's going on, guys, with the dropping of the cards. Okay. I've dropped in like every single reading so far, so I don't know what's going on there, but so angel spirits and guides, whatever you like. Group number three, pile number three to know for the month of November. It's gonna be coming for the month of November for group number three, pile number three. It's gonna be happening for group number three, pile number three in the month of November. Okay. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and Justice. Okay, so the first energy we have in with this Eight of Swords energy here, okay, so this is about you feeling bound, like you feel helpless, like you have no control over your life right now. But this is just what you're feeling. It's not the reality, but you're feeling imprisoned in some way within your life. Like you feel like you don't have any control on something, but this is just a false feeling. It's like you feel it, but it's not your reality. So you have to change the way you're thinking about your circumstances. Are you really trapped? This is a false feeling of entrapment that you're not really experiencing, but you're feeling within yourself. So something in your life in the month of November is going to have you feeling as if you're trapped, but you're truly not. So the important message here is to figure out how to release these feelings of feeling as if you're bound because you truly are not, okay? This isn't heavy energy here, but it's not your reality. It's just a feeling, right? So even though it's a feeling of being trapped, you truly are not trapped. So releasing those feelings of being trapped, whether you feel like you're being trapped in a job, whether you feel like you're being trapped in a relationship, a friendship, whatever it is, you're truly not trapped. It's your mind, playing tricks on you at the end of the day. So releasing those feelings and burdens of being trapped, okay? Then we have the Four of Swords here. This is about you, withdrawing, reflecting on your life, reflecting on your situation. And I don't think this is a negative thing because I feel like the reflection is going to allow for you to decide on what you need to do to release this energy of feeling trapped. So reflection is going to be needed for you guys, because if you're feeling trapped and you truly are not, you need to reflect on why you feel this way and release it. Okay, so reflection, I feel, is going to be a beautiful thing for you because, again, it's not reality. You may feel trapped, but you're not. So reflect on why you feel this way and figuring out how you can get out of, your own way in your head as well. And then we have the Justice card. It's about being honest. So again, being honest with yourself or being honest with someone else, or both, really, because if you're feeling trapped, be honest and say, what, am I really trapped? And again, if you feel like you're trapped in a relationship, or those who are in a relationship, be honest with the person you're with and say, what, I'm not happy anymore. Weighing out your decisions, figure out what can you do to, release this burden that you're feeling by having a conversation with that person is key, and being honest with them is key. Allowing yourself to be responsible for your situation and your circumstances, because you're not trapped, you can leave. Same thing with a job, being honest with yourself and saying, I'm not happy with this job. Maybe speaking to a supervisor and speaking about what you're not liking about your circumstances, whether it means you moving on from that job or, trying to figure out how you can fix what's going on in your current situation by talking to your supervisor and expressing your concerns. So the key here is to release feelings of being trapped because you're really not. Think about things, think about what you could be doing to release these feelings, and then make action and take action, okay? And communicate and say, what, this is how I'm feeling with whomever this is, relating to, if this is a person that you're feeling this with, or again, a job, step up and speak up for yourself. You know, no one else is going to do it for you but you. And again, that person may not know how you're feeling. So you have to step up and be honest with this justice card, because if you're feeling trapped, that's making you feel stressed, unhappy, uneasy, and it's time to move away from that. Okay? Let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper and see what's going on for you guys in group number 3 for the month of November. So what's going on for group number 3 in the month of November? Okay. So first we have looking deeper. There we go. That's perfect. Cultivating prosperity and breaking barriers. This is perfect, guys, because we have looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance, okay? So looking deeper is what this Four of Swords is talking about, reflecting. Reflection is so key here, because again, if you're feeling trapped, you have to reflect on why you feel this way. So looking deeper at your situation, what is really going on? You know, only you know why you feel trapped, so you have to reflect on that so you can release yourself from this burden, okay? Then we have cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life, okay? So again, if you feel like you're lacking in areas of your life, you know, there's so much abundance around you, abundance of happiness, of joy, of freedom, because again, you feel bound. This is the message that you feel bound, but you have the ability to have abundance of freedom and release this burden of what you're feeling, okay? But you have to be able to tap into understanding that you have the capacity to gain this. And also that's going to pour into your life. So again, once you figure out what's making you feel bound and you release that, then you're going to start to feel this abundance of freedom, of peace of mind, of happiness flowing back into your life if you haven't felt that in some time. And the way to get to that space is to be honest and to deal with this head on, okay? In order for you to release this burden, you have to deal with it head on. And then once that happens, you'll start to have an inflow of freedom, of abundance, of peace of mind, of happiness. Once again, if you haven't been experiencing that. And again, I feel like you haven't been experiencing that if you do feel bound with this Eight of Swords energy, okay? So it's time for you to break down the barriers, breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into freedom and joy. So again, you're limiting yourself by feeling bound, because again, the word is feel. It's not your reality. You're not truly bound, but you feeling bound is what you're experiencing. So understand the difference, guys. You have to understand that this is all on what a perception. It's the perception of what you feel is really happening in your life, but it's not. But you have to address it. You have to deal with it. And once you do, you're going to start to break down the barriers that you have around yourself. Okay, because it's a false entrapment feeling. It's not real. So you're needing to work toward breaking barriers in the month of November. That is your focus here, because you're going to start to feel joy and freedom, because again, you don't feel free when you're bound, right? You feel bound, but you're working toward feeling free. Okay, and you're going to be able to do this all within the month of November. However, you have to be honest and you have to take necessary steps in order to get this to the space of freedom, because it won't happen if you stay playing this role of I'm trapped, when in reality, again, you're not. It's all in your head. It's not your truth. Okay, so you have the capacity to release yourself from these burdens all within the month of November. Even if you're feeling them in the beginning, by the end, you can be breaking barriers and feeling free. Okay, guys, this is like the third time I'm dropping cards. Oh my God. I am so sorry about this, but I don't know what's going on. All right. This is going to be last and final card because I don't know why I keep dropping cards. Okay, so group number 3, pile number 3, what's going to be happening for you guys in the month of November? No, but this was truly your last card. I'm not doing it because I dropped cards. I'm just messing. This is truly the last deck that I'm pulling from. But we got 2 cards here for this deck. So first we have answering the call. The time is now. So yes, so the answering the call is all about you, again, doing what you need to be doing for yourself, stepping up, being honest. This is the call to you, because again, with you being bound or feeling bound, it's not your reality. So you need to answer the call now to make the necessary changes on how you're feeling or what you're thinking is happening in your life, which is truly not happening, okay? Okay, it's time for you to break the barriers down now. Take necessary steps immediately. When you start to feel this energy of feeling bound, your guides want you to step up immediately and be honest with yourself and make necessary changes, okay? Then we have valiant courage. And this is the big one here for a lot of you. I do feel like it's going to take courage for some of you, because you may be feeling bound by circumstances involving another party. So again, this could be a job, this can be a relationship, a friendship. So this is something that's going to take courage, because it can definitely be scary to step to someone and say, hey, I'm not happy with this. This is going to cause for a possible argument, disagreement, of course, or an uncomfortable conversation for sure. But you have to have the courage to take action, because if you're feeling bound, you're not happy, you're feeling stressed, you may be feeling even depressed with this energy of feeling bound, and that does not serve you. So you have to be comfortable with, stepping out of your comfort zone and having the courage to have an uncomfortable conversation with some of you. And this could be for only, again, the things that have to do with another party. All the situations don't have to do with another party. It could literally be you feeling bound because you're not happy with yourself. But for some of you, this actually directly, involves another party. So it could be uncomfortable to have this conversation and be honest with this justice card, but you need to be honest. You need to have the courage to step up and say, you know what? I'm not happy with this, I'm not happy with that, whatever the problem is, speak on it honestly, because you feeling bound is not good for you. It's not good for your mental. It's not good for, your heart. It's not good for anything. And the longer you stay in this, you won't come out of it unless you step out of your comfort zone and take the courage to speak up for yourself. You will stay in this mindset if you don't take the courage to speak up, okay? So this is what's looking like your month of November is going to be for you guys in group number 3, pile number 3. You're going to be overcoming some obstacles, but you're going to have some freedom, some joy, and some peace coming out of that, okay? So I hope this message has resonated for you, group number 3. Whatever did, hold it close to your heart. Whatever didn't, let it go with love. I thank you all so much. And until next time, peace and love.